Hey there, friends. It is cold here as we are learning about the polar regions. That's right, everyone say polar. Polar. It is so cold here in the polar regions. And we're going to learn about these two coldest places in the world today as we do science together. Ooh, going under. There are two places in the polar regions. There is the Arctic and the Antarctic. Everyone say Arctic. Everyone say Antarctic. Very good. The Arctic is going to be at the very top of our map. Everyone touch the very top of your screen. That's the Arctic. At the very bottom of our map is the Antarctic. Touch that big white area. That is the Antarctic. We have the Arctic and the Antarctic. Let's go ahead now and jump over to the Arctic together. The Arctic is the home of one of Miss Abby's favorite animals, the polar bear. The polar bear is called the polar bear because he lives at the North Pole, at the very, very, very top of our world lives the polar bear. Now you remember this map I was just showing you, right? And the Arctic is at the very, very top. Touch the very, 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 very top again. That is where the Arctic is. So if I was to turn this map on its side, this is what the Arctic looks like from above. The Arctic is actually a giant frozen body of water. It's an ocean, but it's so cold that the ocean has been frozen for a long, 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 long time. That's why animals are able to live on it. And it's surrounded by land. Everywhere, Asia, North America, Greenland, and some of Europe touch the Arctic. But all of this white stuff in the center here, go ahead and touch the white in the center. That is the Arctic, the North Pole. And because it's all frozen water, because it's all ice, the animals who live here tend to be good swimmers. And because it's water, it does not get as cold in the Arctic as it does in the Antarctic, because water cannot get as cold as land does, believe it or not. So this is the Arctic, the very top of our world. I'm sure you know some famous people who live up at the North Pole. Now let's go visit the Antarctic. Everyone say Antarctic. And the Antarctic is home to one of my favorite animals. Anyone know what animal that is? The penguin. I love penguins. They are such awesome creatures. And they live at the Antarctic. Now the Arctic, you'll remember, from here was frozen, over here, it was frozen water surrounded by land. Now going back to the Antarctic, it's kind of the opposite. If we look at this map, remember the Antarctic is at the bottom, touch the bottom, that's the Antarctic. This is frozen land surrounded by water. All of this is rock solid land covered in feet and feet of ice. And surrounding it is water. So this solid land is where the South Pole is, the very bottom of our world. And it gets very, very, very cold here on the South Pole. It's a lot harder for plants and animals to live here, but some still do. Some animals even migrate from here, from South America, that green piece of land to the very left, back to the Arctic. And they go back and forth as the seasons change. The Arctic is a very cold place at the bottom of our world, and a pretty cool place too. And that, friends, is going to be the Arctic and the Antarctic, our two polar regions. I'm going to send you off now to go and explore some books and some videos to keep the learning going. work hard, and have fun. Bye, everybody.